March 1995, a Puerto Rican farmer heads to the fields to tend to his flock, but what he finds is nightmare fuel. Dozens of sheep and goats murdered, puncture wounds on their necks, and drained of blood. For many farmers in the 1990s, this was an exact scenario happened to them. Today I'm going to explain the origin of the Chupacabra legend, how the description evolved as the legend spread, and the scientific explanations behind the legend and the lore. The sightings began in Puerto Rico in 1995, but they soon spread to the Americas. The first recorded livestock deaths were by the dozens, but by 1996 it was speculated to be in the thousands. They had spread through Colombia, Mexico, and the United States, in Louisiana, Florida, and Texas. All the livestock had the same trademark puncture wounds in their neck, and they were drained of blood. As the reported sightings and deaths spread, so did the names. The Chupacabra, which stood for goat sucker, Vampire of Mocha, which just means sucks blood. In the U.S., they were called blue dogs by many. The Puerto Rican monster in Puerto Rico, and the Rothka Thika even in India. According to the article published by the Encyclopedia Britannica named Chupacabra, the early reports described a creature that stood upright and resembled a large reptilian kangaroo. It had large red eyes, was around 4 feet tall, and had spikes running down its back. The description started in Puerto Rico with the sightings, and many believe this trail was inspired by the early Hollywood film Species, which had a creature that was the main character or the main aggressor that looked much like this description, bipedal and hairless. Though the description started in Puerto Rico, as they spread to the Americas, it changed to a four-legged, shorter creature with blue eyes that was hairless and had spikes running down its back. As biologists started collecting specimens and taking DNA samples of the livestock deaths, especially in the U.S., they soon found that the majority of the deaths were from canine hybrids, coyotes, or just dogs. The hairless appearance was attributed to the mange. According to the Massachusetts.gov's article, Mange in Wildlife, mange is a contagious skin disease that's caused by microscopic mites that affect mammals. The signs of mange include severe hair loss and thinning, dry and flaky skin, underweight, which all of this ironically fits the description of the American Chupacabra, or blue dogs. The Chupacabra is a prime example of how legends evolve and spread. The Chupacabra was inspired by culture, media, and livestock loss, and the emergence of the Hollywood horror film Species likely inspired the early sightings of this creature and description. But as the story spread, the description started fitting animals in rural America, like coyotes and dogs, and the Chupacabra stands as an example of how cultural panic and science can intertwine to create a modern myth. Thank you.